All right, so we just in the last tutorial we saw quick measures. Now we're going to be dealing with measures made from scratch. All right, measures that you create from scratch. Now, what we want to do now is to quickly calculate the average sales per product categories for the orders table. We want to look at the average sales per product categories for the orders table. We are not using quick measures. We're doing our measures from scratch, right? So what we're going to do? Okay, I'm going to go to my orders table here, and then I'm going to right click it like this. Right click, and I say new measure. All right. While it comes up, new measure. Okay. Now where we have measure, I'm going to change this, and I give it a name. This is going to be the name that describes the measure I'm about to work on now. So I'll call this average sales per product categories, right? Average sales per product category. All right. And on the right side, I'm going to type in. I'm going to literally type in the measure and create my measure now. All right. So the first one I'm going to be using is a calculate. Calculate, yes, it comes up. Calculate function. Now it evaluates an expression in context filled by filters. Now, so we're going to be filtering stuff like now. Check it out. Calculate what? Remember, we're looking at the average sales per product category. So we bring in the average function here. Average, okay. Average sales, and we select the average now. The next thing is going to ask us average of what? Okay, average sales per product categories for the orders table, right? So we're looking at sales now. Sales is under orders, all right? So we're looking at orders, then sales. So we come down to look for sales that is under orders, all right? There is it, orders, the sales. Having done that, we close bracket, close it, and then we're done with our first part. Okay, first argument, there we continue. Now we're looking at the filters, that's the expression. Now we get onto the first argument is an expression. Then we move into the filter part. All right, the filter here is the all selected. Select all selected. I'm going to tell you what all selected does. All selected. I'll select this, all selected. And a jiffy, all selected from what? Orders table, product categories. Okay, product categories and orders table. So we say orders table, orders, product categories already here. All right. Now, let's talk about all selected now. All selected here is going to return all the rows in the table or all the values in the column that and is going to be ignoring any filter that might be applied inside the query, but keeps the filters that came from outside. What's the meaning of that? Now, there are different filter tools like the slicer. When you get into learning visualization, we're going to be using the slicer. It's one of the filter visualization tool we use like filter a certain aspect by data set, right? So now the all selected actually here, what it does is that it filters it ignores any filter that may be applied inside the query, but keeps the filters that came from outside the query. The ones outside the query now is what it keeps, right? So when we get into dealing with what you call it, when you get into dealing with visualization, we'll talk more about filters, right? So for now, this is how we can create um, um, our measures from scratch. Okay, we started from scratch. We did not use the quick measures, right? Remember that a measure actually is virtual calculations that don't become part of the data set. So you only calculate when you need to add them to report validation. That's the only calculate. That's when you see them calculated. Now, when you want to add them to your report, that's where you get to see them. Okay, so they are not part of the data set. They are like outside, but you can only put them in the visualization. There you see calculation done for you. All right. So see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Or maybe I should have. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't done. All right. So here we have here average sales now. Okay. So that has been done for us. Okay. And like I said, this is a report. Um, this is a report view, but you can't see any unless I make kind of like okay. Let me do something. Maybe I should use a card here. Card visualization. A card visualization. Then I select this guy. So you see, with my card now, that's actually visualization. I can now see the what the average salespeople or categories, right? So that's the science class today. I don't want to make it too long. See you in the next video. Bye bye.